Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on Sandy Bay. So, our cows are needing cleaning apparently. It is 3 minutes past 9 at night, so I guess we need to go check them and make sure they're okay. Jeez, car exhausts. And after that, what we will do is we'll head off to our beautiful farmhouse and head off to bed. That's the last task, and then we'll be getting up at what do you guys think? Around 5 AM, something like that, for milking. Ugh. Early starts. That's all I can say. Early starts. Alright, opens this. And how messy are these guys? I don't think there is any lights in this shed. No, there's not. Wow. It would be nice to have some sort of lighting in here. Definitely would be. Switch that on, lower that down. And push that off to the side. These guys are really, really messy. Wow. I was not expecting them to be that bad. There's just one. Oh, that was interesting. Old Daisy there, going for the shed. That's the thing, the way the cows work in the game is basically they have a mesh, and in that mesh they can walk anywhere. It's complete random how they'll walk. So yep, they will occasionally screw up. They're not set on splines like they used to be. Alrighty, shut this gate up. And we are done for the day already. Well, and I've got my FPS up there still. So, we'll park this up and we'll bid you guys good night. Alright, we are woken up. Got our tractor lights still on. Battery may be dead. But, new dawn, it's a new day. So, and apparently it's 2018 in game. Oh! Jeez. Let's switch those lights off and see what needs to be done. So, the wool is at 1%. They could be full. We'll go over and quickly run across the road and check that. Our pigs are breeding. Our sheep are breeding. Yeah, we've actually gained because some of them. I don't know when the cows breed. I think they breed in the summer. They're out of grass, but that's fine. They got power food. That's the main thing. Productivity is lower than it should be. 100 for the pigs, 100 for the sheep, but the cows, they may need to get grass put in there too to boost that up, and some straw by the looks of that. And the cleanliness is up there because obviously we just did it the night before. So we'll quickly run across the John Deere we left out from the harvest. Like I said, that's full. I do want to take that down and sell that. Just hey, let's give it a run for its money. Usually not much traffic here this early in the morning. Got 30k in the bank. And yes, the pallet is full and it has created a new one, as you guys can see. So we'll bring over the forklift. We may leave it here until this area is full actually, because I don't know if it was screwed up. It shouldn't do. And we'll see how that goes. I do want to say, it's been brought to my attention, the time of you guys are seeing this video, you should have already seen it. Rattlesnake Valley has been released on the mod hub. It was actually Oxygen David that told me this. So, I can't look. I literally just got done looking on the mod hub, probably not much more than 20 to 30 minutes ago, basically. Okay, so with that out, I will be doing a first look, and here's bombarding me with messages now. What do we need to do? Let's see. We've got the combine down here, so we'll take this back to the yard where we have one final field to harvest already. And then we'll probably get stuff planted up, hopefully with soybeans. At the time, sort of me recording this, of course, we may already I've planted some. We'll work on field 20 during the live streams this week. Hopefully I don't catch whatever the girlfriend has sickness wise, so I can live stream, because that will be disappointing if I can't. I could always fight through, but hearing me sniff every 5 seconds is probably not the nicest of live streams or videos. That's why I am, well, what video is this for Wednesday already? So I'm going to try and get the videos done very, very quickly, just in case, and then start recording for next week. Which is sometimes awkward to do, but we will get it done. So Auction David did tell me there is an FPS increase on this map. I asked him if he could send me the one that got uploaded to Giants, which I am currently playing on, and he says there's been an FPS increase. I can definitely tell while recording I'm getting pretty good FPS. It dips down here and there into the 50s and occasionally into the 40s in the yard where I've got all the machinery, but we are running really stable, must be said. And yet that's the sun. That is the issue with this combine. You see, you got one pane of glass, 2, 3, 4. When they originally made this model, they didn't run through Blender and smoothed it, unfortunately, which is very, very disappointing, because inside the cab looks like, yeah. Let's just leave it at that. Still haven't retextured it yet. I will probably work on that this afternoon, after I've got the videos done. Probably while they're rendering, I'll work on reskinning this thing. So our last field is actually through here. Field 8. 14 didn't have anything in. 20, as you guys know, we still have some crop left over in that. It's actually a good amount of crop, probably a few thousand litres, but just because it is a case of we had to restart, I'm honestly not too worried about it, because we still have all of our crop from last time that I need to sell off too. Oh, we left the gate open. Do we have any slurry? We do. I'm not seeing any slurry in that tank. That's not good. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I just messaged Auction David about that one. That's something that I've seen for a long time, that it's not been putting anything in there, and it just hit me. Hang on, we do actually have slurry, so that should be working, which is not good. They could do like with a little bit of fence in there. When the trees grow out, they'll cover that up anyway. The funny little things you find on maps. None of it's game breaking. Well, I wouldn't say not having slurry in tank game breaking. That may have to get updated. Luckily, as you guys know, he has uploaded the map to Giants, but they can't do anything with it this week until 1.4 comes out, which is another thing to talk about. 1.4 should be coming out this week, I think. Now, don't quote me. I said I think. I get a lot of people take what I say to be completely and utterly 100% correct. And most of the time, I say I think. Definitely seen in other people's live streams where I've been kind of lurking. Not really said too much or anything, and oh, Landy Kid said so-and-so's coming out on the blah blah blah. No, I don't, never crossed my mind and never did say anything. It's funny how that happens sometimes. Definitely looking forward to telling you guys this Land Rover is released. Virtual Farmer is working on a right-hand drive version of this, which is going to be something pretty special. As far as I know, it is not out to any of the testers yet. I don't know how many testers there is. I know a few of us guys on TeamSpeak have got it, and I think a few of the guys on his Discord have got it too. But I think this will be a very welcome thing to the community. And as of right now, for anyone that may or may not ask the question, this is undergoing testing. It's private for the time being. It's basically under development, just like the map is. And when Thornton comes out, be the same sort of case until it's released on the mod hub. So there is no release date for the Land Rover. But the way Virtual's going on it and doing stuff, I think he's just fighting with the textures, so the dials and stuff like that, getting them to look good over that side. We should be rock solid and ready to rock and roll. Whoa! Please have no traffic behind me. Thank you. I don't know, but it definitely seems like the traffic is dependent on time now. Like early hours of the morning it's not too busy, but you get more towards midday and it does definitely start to get a little bit more busier. Yeah, just squeeze past that. And what I shall do is spin around here and back into where that combine is. So I hope you guys liked Monday's thumbnail. I'm really pleased how that came out. And Tuesday should be pretty special too. And I think Tuesday's livestream one's going to be a cool thumbnail too. So I think Killer Croc did a video on this combine as well. Saw that go up recently. For any of you that don't know, Killer Croc, I'm not too sure what nationality he is. He doesn't do English videos. But I am subbed to him because he does find some amazing mods, and he does get some amazing mods too, especially from the, I want to say, German communities and stuff like that. He seems to get all the decent machinery to show off first, which is a good indication of stuff that we should probably download at some point. So, definitely a channel to pay attention to. I'll just see if we can sneak in by the header here. I'm not too sure what crop this is. Probably looking at it, I'm going to say wheat. Jump the fence. And it is barley. There you go. I was wrong. Alright, let's unfold the header. Get the smoker going. And away we go. Of course, we will put the trop straw down on this field. Not really too worried about baling. I said in field, what's that? Field 13, we'll probably do a bit of that. And we may do it this episode. We've not done any of that for a little while. Fortunately, funds are kind of low. They really are. That's the thing, whether you guys know it or not, having a variety of machines like this is 10 grand a day for maintenance. Now of course Seasons hooks into that and keeps it low. Whether I'm actually paying 10 grand a day I don't know. But it eats a lot of your money, and it is kind of ridiculous, 10 grand a day. Even like 10 grand a year on equipment, I think it's going to happen occasionally maybe, but dang, it's a little steep. So whether you guys like it or not, I'll let you into a little secret, any of you YouTubers that are listening or watching. Solar panels. You can find spots on most maps to hide them. I have. I think we have 5 of them on Sandy Bay. They're good because they will slowly give you little bits of money. Nothing where it's crazy, it's not noticeable, but it will kind of counteract the extortion for the daily maintenance. And you'll find myself do it. I think Rainbow Dave probably does it. I think he was the one that actually told me this little trick. So hats off to him on that one. Simulate May, I'm not too sure. But if you're running quite a bit of equipment, instead of going into it and nuking the daily maintenance that typically I will tend to actually do on some equipment, the Clark forklift is one of them that I did that with. I think that is all I'm running right now, because I've been too lazy to do it. It's a little cheaty way. Definitely a little cheaty way. You gotta love these views though, eh? Just look at that. You can see the field that's a mess where I've harvested and ploughed and all that stuff. We will set probably hired worker on that on the tractor in a minute to clean that up. Down there you can see our bale trailer. Down in that building there we've got the other trailer, which I don't typically use, but it's good for when we're selling bulk grain, although that may change. And I will tell you for why, using the sim reference. There is the Tatra Phoenix rigid body tipper truck that's come out. It looks very construction-ish, and that's the only reason why I'm tempted not to use it. But, as I've said multiple times in the past, the farm at the bottom of my road, the farm that I grew up watching, or the farmer I grew up watching, had his own grain haulage company, and basically farming was a hobby for him effectively. And this is stuff that he's told us. We've spoken to him several times in the past. He was a real nice guy. And he used to use trucks to transport the grain from the field, directly from the combines. That he didn't use tractor trailers to haul his grain. It was transport vehicles, transport trucks. And he used to use the rigid body bulkers, basically. They had the twin steer axles up front and your twin drives on the rear. And I wanted to kind of implement that into a game at one point. And I think I may at some point, and I think I will buy one of them for Sandy Bay. I will, after this harvest, especially as we're going to hopefully get a double harvest in, fingers crossed, I will need to look at the seasons chart for planting my grain first. I'm not risking ruining that lot, but I think I'm okay to plant now. I can actually look on one of my devices in a second. I'll pause it and check it out. We should be able to plant soybeans up in field 20, and they should hopefully get ready in time for sort of harvest, so I can actually harvest the darn things, which will be awesome. So I'll almost get a double harvest. Some of this stuff like winter barley, winter wheat, these fields I probably won't plant all of them up in. This field, I don't know what I'll do with this one. May plant some canola in it. It's been a while since I've done any of that. I haven't done any oilseed radishes, neither, yet. I would love to do them too. And that's the thing, being put in, well, chopped straw down, acts as a fertilizer or green manure. It counts as a tick, but I would love to put some oilseed radishes at some point. Maybe in field 13. And 14 we've not touched yet, so we need to get a tractor up in there cultivating that. We'll probably cultivate that field in a little bit. We'll do one more. Well, once we get onto the next headland pass, we'll get this set up. We'll empty our trailer and bring the tractor trailer up to this field, and we should be good to go. Get it muddled up on my words there. I think the cows and all the animals are all fed up, aka fed, food, not in the other terms. Now, glance updated today. Let's get this going. So I want to see what extra glance has got now, if I hit the right key. So it shows the dirt on the machines. It was saying something about an extra thing that I don't really understand too much. So I think I may have to have a Rainbow Dave on that one. Really won't take long to harvest this field. It's a good sized field though. The header and the combine's a little much for this. But having a field like field 20 in our arsenal, yeah, we need a bigger combine. This combine. I'm not changing out combines. Although this one does have issues, this is one of my favourite combines that come out in FS15. Honestly, it's the Lexion ones. That's why I'm very excited to hear that the rumours, I will say, because it's not 100% confirmed yet, that class are coming to Farming Simulator, which is amazing. Alright, we'll straighten up this edge. Now you can see the way the the way the furrows go in there. It's going to be going at a slant. Of course, it's not going to just go straight up and down, unfortunately. So kind of leveling off this edge will hopefully give us an easy. Will hopefully give us a nice pass for the worker. Alright, let's jump into this thing, which has got wheat on it, so yeah, we are going to need to empty that. I'd definitely love to put my logo on this thing somewhere. I'll possibly even change the green, because I don't think the green's correct. Seems a little too dark. But the texture files for this thing are an absolute mess. They really are. So I will pause, as you've already seen this drive once, and we'll head off down to the yard. And I think, and this is the typical way my mind works when I'm doing these videos, I'm probably going to pause the video when we get there and make myself a coffee. I'm in the mood for another coffee. The coffee life, yo. Alrighty, that is this emptied, and update on the slurry pit, as I crash, update on the slurry pit is that auction David thought that he had set it up greatly. He's gone by it quite a few times, thought, yeah, it's just taking time to fill up. Yeah, he forgot to do something, so, yep, even on the final little tweaks of it's been uploaded to, or may have not been uploaded to Giants yet, this should now work by the next episode, put it that way. So I'll update that and record, and you'll never know a thing if I didn't tell you. So head down to this thing and fill that up, empty the combine, finish off getting a nice cut level in there, and see how badly it is going to want to go off either side when we are done doing it ourselves. Then we'll probably head over to field 20, get the tractor or the bulldozer going. And this is almost emptied. Takes a little bit of time. And there we go. Oh, shut it down. I always do that. All the time. I do the wrong combination for bumper buttons. It's right bumper X to switch on the combine, or switch the engine on, and it's left bumper X to switch the combine on. I always hit the wrong one. Definitely a big pain in the butt. So we'll do this and lift this up, spin around and get a hired worker on it, and hopefully, I got a feeling I'm going to put it on the angle I think it's going to go at. I think it's going to be that angle, so it's going to cut off a section of that. So what I'll do is I'll drive in. I want to see if it will, but I don't think it's going to. Oh, we'll be back. Alright, that was game extension. I kind of screwed up all the way I had that set the other day for when they start and stop work. So yep, that's the exact angle I thought it was going to go and cut off a huge chunk. It's irritating when it does that, but hey. Run down to this, switch off the beacon, no need for that to be on. And see if this old girl's gonna start up. Yep. Lift that up, lift the blade up. And away we go. Switch on the lights. I love the ambery colour to the lights on this that it emits. Definitely gives it that old school kind of feel. And we'll get this leveled up. Like I said, this is going to be pure hired worker, and hopefully it's not going to screw up when it senses the crop. If it does, we may have to go through it ourselves. Hey, switch the lights back on. It's not daytime. Alright, that's that going. It's going to take us a little while for it to figure that one out. What machine here? We've got some cultivation to do in field 14. That hexagon's very big for that cultivator. So, as you just heard that click, that was the chair going down. Ah, we haven't done the Model A yet. Let's do this. And then we may get the Exeron in there. It's just a very big tractor, but I want to use the thing too. Now a few of you will probably appreciate this old machine being worked. I'll put cruise control on that one. It's really how these things work. You set the hand throttle, you release the clutch, and you just steer it in the general direction. Welcome to Sunny Bay. Yeah, this trailer's got a fair weight on it, that's for darn sure. See about the tyres squishing down there. No indicators or anything on this old thing, just a case of common sense. Thought I'd blip this on back at the beach so we can look at the beautiful seaside. Helper I has finished their task. And what one was that? Field 20. Yeah, here the crop has stopped. So that's going to be a job probably for when we do a live stream, more than likely. That's what I suspect there. We just got our head hit by a piece of tree, or bush even. Sounds like the train's going through. Yeah, it's definitely a slow process, this thing. Really is. Alright, turning into the stores. So, as a little Oh, Dave. Oh, dear. Is that on the ground? Oh, it is. Oh, that's just shadow. I thought you could see under it. Oh. So for a few of you that stay towards the end of the videos and don't skip through, thank you, first off. And second of all, we have something pretty neat now added on the map. Hopefully it's going to work. It should do though. And that is the placeable sawmill. Some of you will remember that one. It is from Maru's site, and I have got that on and placed up on the map by the Little Ham stores. You can see where it's flashing there. Funny enough, that's where it is. It's a nice big flat area. I did try and figure out if I could put it down here, but what I figured is I need all the room for turning different stuff and getting into certain areas, so we put it up there. Where's the entrance to the car park? Just there. Why am I wondering that? Well, let's just get this off the road for the time being. We are going to put it in here, because I imagine you guys would appreciate me not driving this back. Alright. That's going quite nicely. This... Oh, it's stopped because of that section there. That does make sense. Alright, we'll pull this through here. How many hours we got on this now? 4.6, wow. Fair few hours. And that's mainly snowplowing too. So there is another mod that is a bulldozer that I got my eye on. That's not out yet, but could be something pretty darn cool there. A lot newer than this thing, put it that way. Whether I'll keep it on the farm, I don't know. But I gotta try it out at some point and have a bit of fun with it. And Sandy Bay, probably gonna be the map of choice for that one. It is definitely not a road going one, just like these technically. Yeah, this little bit here is going to cause me issues. I can see that coming now. I'll set hired worker off again on that. I should be quite happy. Actually, you know what we could use? We can use this. I've not used this for a long time. And we can now use it on cosplay. So I'm hoping they release this thing pretty darn soon. Like the full version of it. Doesn't need that much weight on the back. Or the front even. And time it takes us to get up to our spot will probably be at the end of the video, unfortunately. But you know what we'll be doing next video, and that'll be Cultivation. Come on, lift up, thank you. And now we'll put a full weight block on. It will need it now. Yeah, the class thing's a little too big for that. So, I will see that will be the combine. We will attempt to drive this to the destination. We'll put our beacons on, put our lights on. I don't think we'd really need lights. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Yeah, probably not. But we'll make ourselves seen. And what we'll do is we'll head up to field 13, and then tomorrow we'll be continuing doing some cultivation, getting that started anyway, and probably getting ready to plant up. I will double check the plant schedule or as people say, schedule. I call it a schedule for seasons. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and we will be back tomorrow for the machine being repaired as it is just broken down. Catch you guys later. See ya.